Another massive red flag as Walmart shuts down locations. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up and strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today, as you may have seen this. If not, buckle up and strap in. Hold on to your hats and glasses. Walmart, the biggest retailer in the world, apparently shutting down locations. They claim one of the reasons. But we're going to read between the lines and look between the cracks because it could be bigger. This could be just very surface explanations due to theft. And which areas are experiencing theft? Well, it's always where the poor and middle class and people struggling to keep up with inflation live. And they're having problems with theft, and they've always had loss prevention. You go to any of these big box retailers, I don't care if it's Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, you name it, you get into these inner cities, they have loss prevention officers at the door to try to deter any of that stealing. But when we green-lighted, we green-lighted theft up to whatever, $800, you're no longer, it's petty theft, you're not a criminal, you can steal. And then the employees were told, just let them steal, don't get in their way, let them steal. Like, what's going on here? That has never been, so many of the wrong records being broken in this crisis, all the wrong records. You can now, with San Francisco, massive problem there. Stores, CVS shutting down because they're just green lighting. Cops were defunded. They couldn't even come do their job. What did you think was going to happen? So when you see Walmart, the biggest retailer in the world, say we're going to be forced to shut down stores. Oh, but it gets better or worse, depending on how you're looking at it. We're going to have to raise prices too while we're at it. Price gouging. Most people, and we've heard about this, a lot of the wealthier people now going to Walmart for their shopping to try to save money, more discretionary spending, no longer buying steaks, reverting to burger. Whew, I love a good burger, but not in this way. I don't like a good burger in this way. I like a burger because I want to go buy a burger, not because I have to go buy a burger. My gosh, this is insanity. But here's the challenge. We're going to wrap this up and put a nice big holiday bow on the top of this thing. What does this do to our real estate values? Does it make them increase? Oh no, quite the opposite. Well, Scott, I don't live next to a Walmart at all, or I don't live next to a Walmart that's shutting down, or our Walmart's still doing fine. I don't see loss prevention officers in the front of my Walmart. Our Walmart, we are different here, Scott. Our insanity. I laugh at this stuff as I wrap my head around what I got to unpackage here. Here's the challenge. So this bubble is much different than previous bubbles. This is a bad look for a neighborhood that has their Walmart shut down. If I'm touring buyers across town and I got to pass through a massive superstore that's shut down, closed, tumbleweeds, and a ghost town, not to mention maybe their mall looks the same way. We're already seeing malls go upside down. Walmarts are going to go upside down too. And the problem is this is a bad look for a neighborhood. And so even if you live outside away from that Walmart, we're going to pull comps. We're going to pull property values from that area, and your area is going to get touched. Its contagion is now going to be a much bigger component in this bubble. It's going to spread like wildfire. But some areas are going to get hit harder than others. It's just the way it is. That's real estate is very localized. Some will be the last to get hit, the first to rebound. But everybody gets hit in an artificially manufactured super bubble due to a crisis where we overstimulated the biggest asset class in the world. The U.S. housing market, it couldn't sustain itself. No one is going to be immune from this. Some people are going to get super hard. Unfortunately, the places that are going to get hit even harder in this one are the ones that had Walmarts in their area that are now shutting down locations. And the tricky part about this, these are the areas that really need a Walmart the most. A lot of people in the rich areas, they don't have to spend at Walmart. They don't have to go to Walmart. Maybe it's for the working class environment or sector of that community that does. But I've been into a Walmart. It's not my norm. I don't have one nearby where I live, but I've been in some Walmarts. Let's just leave it at that. I've been in a few Walmarts before. It's mainly just, Chinese knockoff junk. I'm not a fan of Walmart, really. But I'm not knocking them. They're like the Costco's of the lower class people. They're the people that don't want a Costco membership. We go to Walmart. But when you start shutting down your Walmart, and these are the areas I anticipate, your Phoenix, Vegas, Detroit, you name it, any inner cities where crime is already a big problem. And we're already shutting down stores. Once we start shutting down your local Walmart that's empty, commercial real estate that's going to be now an eyesore in your city, and nobody's going to come. Who's going to come rent it? Not Amazon. Amazon's not going to turn that into a packaging facility. They're already closing down their warehouses. So the writing is now on the wall. What I'm personally seeing, and Walmart can blame this on supply chain issues, prices, crime, whatever they want. What I see is they're buckling up and strapping in because a recession is coming and we're removing money out of circulation. People are pulling back. They benefited and drank the Kool-Aid in the crisis, over-ordered a lot of products, had them in containers, and now they're trying to get them to the shelves to now it's, they finally got the stuff to the store in the worst possible time. They've got so much, the people that we thought were doing great are the people that are doing the worst. But everybody's getting touched with this. This is just another warning sign as we read between the lines and look between the cracks in final thoughts that come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. When you start seeing the biggest retailer in the world, Walmart, shutting down locations, raising prices, price gouging, laying off employees, shutting down huge super centers that are going to go empty and sit empty. That's going to drag area property values down, and they're going to go along for the ride because today's bubble being a much different bubble where contagion, our digital diet will spread like wildfire. When we pull comps for property values, we're going to have to factor in these areas around the Walmart, and they're just going to spread and spread and spread. Factor that in with bubble buyer, FOMO factory, people that bought at the height that possibly are working at a lot of these jobs that are going to get layoffs and never check the property's rent range. They're handcuffed by the house. They don't own the house. The house owns them because they can't rent it for the payment. They have no option but to foreclose. That means a foreclosure wave is brewing as we speak. Unfortunately, most people are out there just trying to keep up with the cost of gas. And even though gas may have come down a tick or two, your prices at Walmart haven't, and you gotta eat before you drive the car. Insanity. This stuff's all playing out. So I want to continue to remind everybody, be very careful in these times. Every real estate market's going to behave differently. Once you can check rent ranges and cost to own and those numbers line up properly, maybe you can go buy safely in this environment. But when your payment's much higher than a property's rent range, you have no option. And the majority of the Kool-Aid drinkers, the bubble buyers that thought this market would go forever, are in a bad way right now. We'll have to navigate a lot of those people through short sales, distressed sales, liquidations, and potentially foreclosures and how to recover from them. I had to go through that once. I don't want to go do it again because that would be the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over, expecting a different result. That's why this time I'm going to blow the lid off it every chance I get because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.